Hello and welcome to the Blackout podcast where I get to talk to amazing people who do amazing things. And this one took a little while to happen because we've been all over the place. But I'm so excited to have emstuu here in the podcast. Super talented singer, writer also, and model too.
Sometimes. Occasionally.
Thanks for coming to the podcast today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so I remember I was at Music Week in Woolville, because I always swapped it to Woolville.
Yeah.
And I heard you say, and like you had your dancers, and so I'm like, okay, first off, how did you prep for Music Week?
It was a lot of work because it was my first time on stage without a band or an instrument. So I didn't really have anything to fall back on if I got lonely or, anxious on stage. So I said, okay, well, I'm making pop music. Why don't I get dancers? And then that was a lot of dance rehearsals leading up to it. And I had to have the cardio to be able to do the dancing and sing at the same time.
Yeah, see, that is something people never understand because, like, dancing is one thing, singing is another thing, and they're both taking your breath at the same time.
Yeah. It's really hard.
I know.
Like I didn't know how hard it was going to be. So I went back to the gym and I would go on the bike and I would sing while I was on the bike, or I would do jumping jacks and sing at the same time.
Yeah, no.
Oh my God, it was hard.
Mel, your performance was great. You killed it. So let's rewind then. Like, when was the first time you're like, I can sing?
Before I could talk. That's what my parents say anyway. They say I was like singing melodies before I could say words.
Wow.
So my whole life.
So like, and then was there just a lot of music at home or?
Yeah. I had a lot of music at home. My dad is a musician. My mom sings. They're big music fans. They both have, similar tastes but different at the same time. So I got a big eclectic mix of music. And that was pretty much the only thing I ever really wanted to do. Like, I just wanted to sing all day long.
What do you love about singing?
I love it the way it makes me feel. I love where I can go with it, when you travel with a melody and you're just kind of, flowing with it. It feels like I'm in flow. Like I'm in my own vibe when I'm singing, and that's my favorite place to be, is in my own flow. Wow. So I love to sing.
I'm so envious of people that can sing and can write. It's like,
Oh.
Okay.
Well, thanks.
You play instruments too.
I do.
I think I love your Instagram, but my fave is when you like say,
I sing silly songs.
And then like there was one you were singing about gamers or something.
Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite. Yeah. I like that one.
I've been writing silly songs since I was a kid too, and I thought, it's so, like, I sing them for my family just to be annoying, so I figured I might as well put them on the internet.
I really love that one. So, did you, like, when did you start playing the piano then?
I didn't start playing the piano until I was, I think, 13 or so. My sister was so done with it. She didn't want to play piano anymore, and one night she was like, I don't want to do piano anymore. I hate it. And I said, don't cancel her lessons. I want them.
Oh, wow.
So I just took over, and that's when I learned to play. Yeah.
So you read those things, like the funny looking things?
The notes?
Yeah, those things.
Yeah.
I think, like, I can kind of, you're kind of like, if you listen to, this is what this key does, but people that actually can read that thing and then translate it onto the keys is like so cool.
It's like a different language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so difficult though. And you have to kind of know what each thing is. And then where the thing is situated actually determines when you press the key too.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
No.
I've known it for so long that it's like, it was just one of those things I learned as a kid, like math or, whatever, grammar. So, I remember it that way.
Just know.
Yeah.
So
teach your kids early.
Yes.
Because they'll learn.
Yes. I agree. It's like, you know what? When you're a kid, you pick things up quicker. Like when you're always like, oh my God.
It's daunting.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
So, okay, you did all the singing and stuff, but like, were you singing like songs you heard from your parents? And when did you start writing your own songs?
Yeah, I was singing a lot of stuff I heard from my parents. I think my favorite song when I was little was Drift Away or like Rhythm Divine by Enrique Iglesias. That was my favorite song.
Oh, wow.
But so I would sing whatever I liked, but I had a little cassette player and I had little cassette tapes of like the Little Mermaid
so
soundtrack.
for the people on TikTok and Instagram that don't know what cassette is.
I just dated myself, didn't I? We should edit that out. I don't really, I'm not that old.
No.
But no, yeah, I had a cassette tape with little Disney mixes on it, and I would just dance around my room and sing Little Mermaid and Winnie the Pooh and whatever.
Yeah. Disney songs are pretty dope though. But when did you start writing your own songs?
I think my first one, I was like 6 or 7. Because I was like, I think I could do that. And I just did it.
So, like, writing songs then versus now, is it kind of the same? Has that your style of writing changed or?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Well, sort of. Actually, I was looking at some of my old, like, 20-year-old songs not long ago, and I was like, my song structure hasn't changed too much, but the subject matter obviously has. But yeah, I mean, I think I just kind of understood the formula of a song when I was young because I listened to so much music. I just understood how to write a song and what parts were different and what it needed, and I think I still keep that to this day.
And what is that process for you when it comes to writing?
I usually I write and the melody and the words at the same time.
So I was gonna, like ask you that, what the music sound like or the words at the same time, but you kind of do at the same time.
Yeah. I start by just saying a line. Like I just say whatever line I want to say, and then I find a word that rhymes with that, and then I find the most relative sentence I possibly can to like follow that line, and I just kind of try to tell a story that way. And yeah, that's pretty much what I do.
And then
start with one line and go from there.
And then, like, at what point do you know the song is done?
When I like it.
Cause like when I don't sing or whatever, but when I work on stuff, it can be such a struggle to feel it's done, or like it's ready to. The other thing is when you know you're ready to share it with people, like with the world.
If I'm unsure about whether or not I'm going to share it, if there's any doubt, I usually play it for my sister. And if she tells me it sucks, then I don't release it.
She's older?
She's younger. She's hipper than I am. So if she doesn't like it,
no.
then, she's got good taste.
Okay. So, and now you have this song that's like doing great in the radio.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
It's kind of surreal. That Don't Look at Me got a lot of radio play before it was even released to streaming platforms, which was crazy for me because my first single, I remember having to it was a lot of radio tracking and like emailing people and like, will you play this on the radio? And it ended up getting good radio play, but this one took me by surprise because I hadn't even started emailing people yet before it was already on the radio. So that was cool.
What do you think is the difference this time?
I think it was probably because the last single was my first one as emstuu, so it was my first time releasing music in a long time. I kind of needed to get the ear of everyone again, but I also think the subject matter of the first song was kind of, more easygoing and fun and dancey, and this one is a little bit darker, but it touches on a lot of, issues with PTSD from sexual assault, and I partnered with Avalon for that so people would have a resource when they listen to it. But I think because there's such a big story behind it, people, wanted it on the radio because there were things to talk about. I'm not sure.
What was important for you to write that song? Because it seems it's heavy.
It is.
It's daunting. So why were you? I don't want to say compelled, but why do you feel inspired to write that song?
That was one that I wrote as a way to cope and heal. I wasn't ever going to release it, actually. It was more of just, I have all these feelings and I don't know where to put them. And my process is typically putting them into a song, so that I don't have to carry them around on my back anymore, you know? And then I wasn't ever going to release it, but then I watched a friend go through the same thing. And I encouraged them to talk about it. And that's when I kind of realized, okay, I think it's important for me to release this song. I think it's important for people to feel comfortable talking about it, or, you know, have the courage to talk about it, because it's scary, right?
It is. And like, I mean, you know, especially here in Nova Scotia, I don't know if you've heard like all these like partner violence happening and all that stuff. So it's kind of like ties in with what your song, like what you wrote. It's a powerful, powerful song.
Thank you.
It's beautiful too. You know what? It's like, you know, it's heavy, but it's also really beautiful.
Yeah. It was originally, I think, I don't know, 6 minutes long or something. Like, I really put all my feelings into that song. And then when I decided to release it, I was like, okay, let's get to the point here and, you know, try to make it as concise as possible without...
Okay, so let's talk about like your recording process then. You've written the song. When it comes to recording and stuff, how do you go about that?
For recording, I did this EP with LeRue. So what I ended up doing was just sitting down at my piano. He's so good. He's really, really great. We every time we went into the studio, we finished a song within, you know, the few hours we were there, and then, you know, it was done. I was very impressed.
Nice.
But yeah, no, I sit at the piano. I just put voice notes on my phone and I played the song, and then I sent it to Corey, and then we would go into the studio. We'd listen to the song, kind of talk about the vibe we wanted, what kind of drums we play with a few things, say yes to some, no to others, and then we just built the song from there and started recording and throw in some effects after. It's fun. I love being in the studio.
You make it look so easy. It's not easy.
It's so fun, though. It's easier because it's fun, you know?
Okay.
I can't do Corey's job either, so he makes it look easy. I just write them.
And then, so what's next for you?
So I release my next single next month, which is very exciting. I'm really, really excited for this one. I don't play favorites, but it might be my favorite on the record. So that's going to be a really good time. And then the EP comes out in April.
What's it going to be called?
That's a surprise.
Oh, okay,
I'm not going to drop that right now.
Okay.
But yeah.
Is the title of the EP any of the songs, or it's just...
It's a lyric from one of the songs.
Oh.
So I'll let you try to figure that out.
I rather just... okay. I don't know, because like, you know, it's one of those things where I have a feeling it's just going to be one of those throwaway lines that you don't think, oh, it's going to be that one, and it's going to be that one.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
But it works. It works.
Wait. Okay. How many words does it have?
It has 3.
Oh, shoot. That's not helpful.
No, probably not.
Okay. So, I mean, and then as an artist, like in today's age, you use social media well, but like, how do you feel about using social media as an artist and like promoting your work and all these things you do? The Fortnite thing stays though. I love it. I
know. People keep asking for more silly songs, and I'm like, really?
Okay.
Like, no one's asked me to sit down and do a beautiful cover of like an Aretha Franklin song. Everyone just wants me to sing about Fortnite and espresso machines.
It's great. Okay.
I don't remember the question.
No, silly me. I brought a Fortnite thing. Like, because I was talking about Fortnite thing because it was about social media. Like, how do you use it in your music, like, to promote your music?
I mean, I'm going to date myself again. I was around when, like, Twitter started and Instagram started, and, you know, I was on Facebook all the time growing up. So I'm pretty well versed in social media. I took a break in my mid-20s to, like, write some music and make some music, and now getting back into it, I find social media is a really powerful tool. Like, things go way farther than they ever could before social media. Like, you just reach so many people. I have like tons of like listens in Finland right now, which is
wow.
crazy because I don't know a single person from Finland, you know?
Holy shit, yeah.
So social media is really cool for that. It's a little bit more I mean, I'm not Gen Z, so like it's not as natural for me anymore to be constantly on social media. But it's fun and I do like it. It does help a lot. But if I had it my way, I would just write my poems.
Yeah, just write your thing.
Just write my poems and sing my little songs.
So like, I mean, you're doing what you love. How does it feel?
Oh my God. Better than anything ever. Like you just being in your flow and doing what you want to do, and it's a lot of self-love. Just like pouring all that energy into yourself and doing self-promotion. I find that's very I find it kind of spiritual in a way, just to like follow your calling, you know?
Wow.
I love being able to write songs and then talk about my songs and promote my songs and stuff. Yeah.
I mean, it helps that the songs are beautiful too. So
Thank you.
It's true, because like if it was not the best, but your songs are great. They have like powerful messages behind them, like this song that's on the radio now. And like I can't wait for the EP when it comes out. And I'm gonna tell you what I think about the title list by going through the Wait, so how many songs are gonna be on the EP?
4.
Oh. And you've put 2 out. So still okay. Is the lyrics in any of the 2 songs that are out yet?
No.
So I don't have a chance. Okay. Whenever I bring a guest on the show, I usually let them go with this question. Because someone asked me and it made me think, So, you know, you're doing what you love, you're in your flow and stuff, but what's something that happened to you before you were 17 that plays a huge role in the person you are today?
That's a big question. When I was 14, I switched schools. I was going into private school. It was a very small private school. And I thought it would be kind of a fresh start for me and I would be able to just, you know, make some new friends and things like that. I was really bullied growing up. So I didn't, you know, my social...
What?
Well, I was the weird girl that sang all the time and just like... You know, I played a lot of instruments. I didn't have very many friends.
I mean, that's so cool now. It's like, what?
Thank you. But no, I switched schools. I thought it'd be a fresh start. And it turns out those kids were not very welcoming. They did not like me very much. So that whole year, I ended up just kind of keeping my head down. And I spent it in the music room at my school. So I ended up just getting really good at piano, or trying to get good at piano and writing songs, and I became good friends with my music teacher, who's a local musician. He's fantastic. And after I graduated from that school, every Sunday my dad and I would go to his house because he had a home studio, and we recorded like I think 26 songs or something like that. And that was my first time, you know, being in a studio setting and, you know, watching my creations come to life and have background effects and drum beats and things like that. And that was really, really cool for me. And I think that year, feeling kind of isolated, but kind of pouring it all into my art was very formative of my personality and my career.
Dope. Wow. Thanks for sharing that. That's so cool. I can't believe, like, when you say you're bullied, it's like, what? It doesn't, you know, because... Yeah. Anyway,
I was kind of weird.
You brought so much magic to the studio, and I want to let you go with a magic of my own.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so you're gonna write a number between 1 and 60.
Okay.
You can't show me the number. You can show it to any of the cameras, and then I will use these cards to try to figure out what your number is.
Okay.
Yeah.
It can be any number.
Between 1 and 60.
Between 1 and 60. Okay.
Yeah. Don't show me though.
I won't.
Okay.
I won't.
All right.
Okay. Do I show the camera?
Anyone? Yeah.
That's my number.
Okay. So these cards, your number is going to be in at least one of these cards, but it can be more than one. Right? So I'll need your help here.
Okay.
Is your number here?
It is.
Okay, that's... It's always difficult when it starts on the first number.
You got it.
Is he here?
Yes.
All right. Is he here?
Yes.
Okay, that's not good. Is he here?
No.
Easy here.
Yes.
Easy here.
Yes.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, so
Does that normally happen?
So usually I get 2 or 3, then it's easier. But 5, I've not had 5 in a very long time.
Special.
Yeah. That's okay. That's a
nails,
weird number. Thank you. 47.
Yes.
Yeah.
How did you know that?
Magic.
No. That's your first guess?
No, it's not a guess. It's magic. I can the numbers talk to me.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming. But I can't let you go. Are you really giving just once? Even a verse from a song?
A song?
Yeah, to close out the episode.
Sure.
Okay.
I can do a little bit of a song.
Awesome.
What do you want to hear?
I'm not sure. You know what? I'm very I'm gonna let you sing whatever it is you want to sing. How about that?
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna clear out and then we'll set it up for you to sing, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming today. And those kids, they're the ones that are regretting now. Because they could have had a really cool friend if they were not such bullies. You're so
You know
cool.
what? I've gotten a lot of apologies from those kids.
See what I was saying?
Honestly, everything's cool.
Okay.
We're chill. I feel like anyone I run into that I went to school with, we're all tight now. You know,
Nice.
We look out for each other.
All right. Thank you so much for coming
No,
today.
thank you so much. How did you get into the flaws that I didn't want you to see? You were like water running in and out of me, and I never thought someone could reach so deep, so low. But you are like water running through my soul. You're a force to be reckoned with. You're a force to be reckoned with, to be reckoned with. How did you bring me down from this cloud I've been hiding? Oh, you are like gravity, forcing me to be strong. And I always thought I was above the whole damn scene. But you are like gravity, bring me to my knees. Oh, you're a force to be reckoned with. You're a force to be reckoned with, to be reckoned with. Baby, you fill me up with a love like I can't believe. You are like air, forcing me to breathe. And I always came off like a storm, a hurricane. But you are like air, blowing me away. Oh, you're a force to be reckoned with. You're a force to be reckoned with, to be reckoned with.